Hi everyone, welcome back to Programming Fields. I'm Umesh Rana and you are watching the React 19 Plus Laravel Full Stack Masterclass series. In the last episode, we built a secure logout system that actually revokes tokens from Laravel backend, and in the front end, this will redirect to the login page after successful logout. But here is the real question. What if the user never clicks logout? What if they leave the dashboard open, go for tea, and come back after 10 minutes, and the token is still alive? That is a huge security risk. So today we will add token expiration and automatic logout functionality in our application. The same mechanism used in real SaaS products. But if you are new here, make sure to subscribe and support the channel so you don't miss the next part of this masterclass. But before getting started, so far we have token based login, we have this protected dashboard and secure logout with token revoke functionality. So when I clicked on logout, this triggered one API call in the backend, and from the backend that user's token got revoked. So that we had already covered in the last episode. But even the successful logout, the token still lives forever unless we change it. So in order to set the expiry for every token, we will navigate to our backend Laravel application. And for generating the token, we used Laravel Sanctum. So here it already given one configuration file. So if I'll show you the project folder, inside config, we have sanctum.php configuration file. Inside this, we have some array defined. So if we'll scroll down, we have this expiration array, which is by default null. So this will control the expiration value from here for every generated token. So by default, it is empty. Here we can set the expiration time of every token. So let's say if I will set this to 1, this will be considered as 1 minute. So after 1 minute, the token will be expired automatically. Now we can set this expiration time according to our need. Now let's say if I want to set expiration time as 60 minutes. So this will be considered as 60 minutes. That will be 1 hour. And if you want to extend it, you can just multiply it just like this. 60 into 24. So this will be considered as 24 hours. So as of now, I will set it 1. Now I will navigate to the Postman. And here, firstly, I will regenerate the authentication token for this new user. Okay. If I'll click on login, this generated a new token as 26. I will simply copy this and I will navigate to this profile API. And here in the bearer token, I will paste that token. Now I will trigger this API endpoint in order to get the profile details. Okay, so currently this is returning the profile detail based on this given token. Now in the backend, I have set this expiration time as 1 minute. Okay, so now let's wait for a minute and we will retest this API in order to get the profile details. Still, I'm able to get the profile details. That means this token is still active. So let's wait for a minute. And yes, here we can say after a minute that token got expired, and here this said unauthenticated with this existing token. So from the backend, that token got expired, and in order to proceed with the other authenticated routes, we will have to regenerate the authentication token for that user. So this is working. Now we will have to handle this in the front end side so that if I'm not active on the system, this should log out this user automatically. So let's say I want to log in through this user in the front end. Now I will wait for a minute. Okay. Right now, everything looks normal, but behind the scenes, the token has a timer. So what I'll do, firstly, I'll just inspect it and I will be active on this network tab. Okay. I'm going to stay idle for 1 minute on this dashboard screen. Nothing will happen yet. And this is very important to understand. Here, this won't trigger any API call to the backend. So Sanctum does not push expiry to the browser. It only checks when a request comes in. Okay. So here, when I will refresh this page, let's say after a minute, this automatically logged out that user. And when I refreshed this page, previously it triggered one API call as profile, okay, because I was active on the dashboard page. So in the dashboard component, I had one API call as profile. This was this API endpoint. This was for fetching the authenticated user data, right? So here I had passed this authentication token from local storage, and by passing the token, I triggered this API call. Now this was returning the authenticated user data, but here we already added one condition. If API response.status is 401, that means if it is unauthenticated, then we are removing the token from local storage and the active page will be login. So that's why this redirected back on the login page. And here this profile API status code was 401. So it satisfied this condition here. So now if we'll check out the local storage, so inside application, here this local storage token got cleared, and that's why this redirected back on the login page, because we had this set page state that we already implemented in the app component. So from there, we were taking this page name, and based on the active page name, this will be redirected on that component. So here from this dashboard component, after successful logout, this will set the active page as login. So that's why this will be showing login page here as a primary component. So by using this way, we are handling this auto logout functionality. So overall, in the front end, we are not triggering any API in order to check whether the token got expired. So instead, when we will refresh any of the page which are added inside authenticated routes, will be logged out. So after token expiry, we won't be able to access those pages. So that's why we added this condition here in order to check whether this token got expired in the backend. Then this will return the API response as 401. In the same way, we received this status in the Postman also. Here this returned 401 when this token got expired. So by using this way, we can handle the token expiry and auto logout functionality in the front end. If you want, you can increase this time here in the backend in this sanctum.php configuration file. So now we are at the end of this episode. Your auth system is production ready. In the next episode, we will organize auth state globally, because currently we are fetching the token from local storage on every component, and based on that token, we are making the API call. So we will organize this to make it common, okay? And from there, we will use that token. So we will organize auth state globally. Now, if you find helpful to this video, please do like, subscribe, and comment below for any kind of query or suggestion. Once again, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next episode.